Now that you know how to transfer a PowerPoint into an iMovie, I'd like to show you how you can do the same thing with a test that's created in Smart Notebook. Here on my screen I have a test that a colleague of mine created using Smart Notebook. And what you can do, it's very simple, is go to File, and instead of going to File, Save As, you can export the Smart Test as a PowerPoint. And once you click on Export as PowerPoint, it does take a minute, especially if you have a long test like this one is. But eventually what you get is a PowerPoint presentation of the test. Now, before you go ahead and save your PowerPoint as JPEG files or as picture files, as image files, you want to go through the test and make sure that you resize things. Like if you have a map like this one, you want to make the map as large as you possibly can, because when you transfer your file over to iMovie, things like that will not be legible. It'll be hard to see. So make things as large as you can. You can also close gaps that you have in between questions, things like that. But eventually, once you put the test into iMovie, what you'll end up is being, and you can voice over it obviously to make the read aloud, you'll end up with a file like this one that I have here on my website, mrtalbot.com. And when you click on the file, this is what you get.
European Exploration Test, 6th grade history, November 2014. Number 1. Select the number of the continent on which we live. The immigrants. Number 11. Which of the following were European explorers unable to accomplish? A. Claiming land in North America. B. Finding a shorter route to the Pacific Ocean. C. Exchange of goods and ideas. D. Inclusion of Christianity.
Okay, so as you can see here, I have a nice iMovie of my European Explorer test. And this is important to do things like this because it allows you to personalize the test taking and meet accommodations that students might have. You can give students extended time on their tests. They can just load up the video and start whenever they need to. Students that take a long time to test will appreciate that. It allows students to use a computer for work to complete a task. It takes care of read aloud testing, so you don't have to do it. I usually have my students wear headphones and just sit in the normal testing room. Also, you can have a student take a computer into the hallway to take a test if they need small group testing, or take them to a separate room if need be. Students can take breaks in the test without disrupting other students who may not need breaks. So it's a really nice tool to have. It makes read aloud testing a lot easier. I usually give students a paper answer key to jot their answers down on. I also usually make a paper copy of the test, 2 or 3, so that students using this, in case they run into letters being blurry or a map that they have a tough time seeing, they can go to that question on paper and see it a lot clearer. But it's a tool that I've used. It seems to work really well, and it's easy. It actually takes less time to do one of these than it does to make a PowerPoint into a movie. So I hope you can find this tool useful as well.